Good day, everybody. It's Max, and welcome back to the Dyson Sphere Program, the 12 Colonies. That's right. And in this episode, it's all oil. Well, not all of it, but yeah, it's the oil episode, and everybody likes the oil episode because, I get to do the crazy oil things. I do a crazy oil build, but it's not too crazy. And at the end of it, we do a thing, all right? I'm currently in orbit. That's me going right there. Look at that. That's me in orbit. First things first, though, we also have green chips to start today and some triangles to start, which means we got to start here on Scorpia Prime, start up the green circuits. Then we got to jump over to Planet 5 and start up the triangles. Then we jump back to Planet 4 and actually fire up the oil and see all the goody things with that. How about I get out of that view? There I am. Look at that. I'm buzzing around the planet. I just kind of started up the rest of the copper. So I'm just kind of letting it absorb a little bit before firing up the computer chips. Just because, power is always kind of a little lean. I continue to save up on Deuteron back at Planet Max. So as when we do fire up all the toys, we'll be able to fire them all up and do all the great things. But until then, of course, you got to be a little careful, right, with the power. We don't want to run too many things at one time, blow any circuits, because that would be bad. Yep. Now, in this case, what are you doing? Hey, come on now. In this case, because we need 2 items to make this, we're going to use the outside lanes for the iron because you need 2 of them. We're using the inside lane for the copper because you only need 1 of those, and then that's going to make our green circuits on that one. Same here. Outside lanes are going to be for the iron, and inside lane is going to be for the copper, and then, of course, we're going to get the green chips coming in. Now, we should be actually good to go on this. And as you can see, I've been back at Planet Max to get my next set of gear up for the next episode, because there's always more to make. We'll talk about that, though, towards the end. We want to local demand this, and we want to local demand that. And for now, we're just going to store it. But this will get that coming along. And, of course, we're going to do the same over here. We're going to demand that and demand that. And that we should store that one as well. We should... Oh, whoa! Holy smokes! It's a Planet Fest. Yes! Look at all the drones. Yeah, we're going to drop off all the things. Can you say drop off 10,000 things? Yeah, just blub. Here, have 10,000 things. We can do it for you. All right. That is definitely doing some things. Did I missed a lane? Oh, just hold on a second. Don't plug up the lanes. I'm gonna fix it. What happened here? What happened here? What is going on? I didn't put that in backwards. I know I didn't. Put that in there. This is very intense stuff. It's very intense. Okay, there we go. We're looking good now. We're looking okay now. That should be good. Of course, we're shoving lots of chips in there. That's good. We're going to need them. We're going to need them very soon. Because definitely on the next episode, I would it might be 2 episodes. But, you know what? We'll get to that soon enough. So, what else has been going on? As mentioned, we'll check out the chips here in a second, make sure everything's all kind of ramped up there, looking pretty good. As for the rest of it, of course, we are basically just started up the rest of this planet. How dare you be unpowered, sir? What do you think this is? Unpoweredness. Okay, we're hurting a little bit, but that's because of all the stuff in the machines that are moving around at the moment. That's going to happen. I was a little worried about that. But this is kind of what we're keeping an eye on here for the moment. We just want to see how kind of bad we're going to get hit here. I will have to start bringing more power supply, I guess, over here to the prime planet. I was kind of hoping to hold it a little longer, but it is getting to a point where it is going to start getting pretty stuffy. I mean, we're going to be working with titanium alloy here soon, so these ingots, of course, are going to have to get used. if we get into turbine motors and then into the magnetic coil motor turbines and stuff, that these are all going to get used momentarily. Yeah, it's going to get real messy real fast. So yeah, I guess that's a thing. Now the back towers I don't need to turn on. We're not pulling anything in remotely for, like, we're not pulling in the stuff. In fact, I could possibly take these towers out, but again, I do have a plan for these. If I need to, I can kind of swap them around a little bit and see what it is I can do with them. So that's why I haven't pulled them out just yet. So yeah, I guess we're kind of doing all right. Like I said, the power is a little concerning, but and the thing is next episode we're going to be building even more stuff here. So you'd almost think this was the planet that we were constructing on, but it's not. It just happens to be with the most resources by far. So we're building a lot of the basic stuff here, and because you're building basic stuff, well, green chips use basic stuff here. So why would I drag them? Why would I not build them here? I'm not going to drag that stuff off world and then build it. So yeah, it's just the way it's worked out at the moment, I guess. All right, I do like to see the bar coming up here. That's looking pretty good. And these are at 10,000, so yeah, it's just filling the machines now. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. All right, well, then let's go off and check Planet 5. Yeah, another thing I've done is I have actually kind of done a small update to there's Scorpio 5. Small update to my spreadsheet on what the 12 colonies have. And so we have 2 really good colonies. Of course, as mentioned, we have like a colony that has, like, you know, in the 30s numbers for iron and copper, right? And then we have 3 colonies that have iron and copper in the teens, and then the other colonies are all low single digits, like 2-3 million, right? Now, obviously, we want to keep the research going on this veins, so as we can keep getting more and more out of those veins before they run out. But I got to get the white science before I can do that, so I got to hurry. I'm trying to hurry through here as much as possible. So this is the glass. I think all these are ready to go too. Yes, they are. Yep, I've gone around. I've given these towers and the things. Let's get ready to flash these up. I was gonna say, he kind of took off a little weak there. It was a little bit weak. I was like, was that like an actual takeoff, or was that like kind of like a fake takeoff? I was kind of wondering. Okay, here we are. Ta-da! Yeah, you've arrived. You have arrived. Yes, I have. And we need to get all that glass. And all that glass is being used here, right? So that's the nice part about, again, this planet. All this glass is being used. Actually, I gotta check that. That doesn't sound right. When I looked at that earlier today on the chart, I was like, what? Really? No. Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, it's funny. 90% of the glass is being used here, and so there's 18,400 glass being generated or being made here, and 16,800 of that glass is ending up here, in triangles, right? Yeah. So only 9% of it is being used in titanium glass. So yeah, almost all of it is being used here, and so I guess that's what we're gonna go with. So that, yeah, it's just kind of strange. I'll give you that one. It is kind of strange. Okay, so we are going to local demand the things and watch it lose its mind. I'm going to start 2 of these up and keep an eye on the power. Let's see what the drones are doing. Yep, the drones are losing their minds, bringing me lots of glass. Oh, look at that. I mean, that looks like a rock concert. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, look, see, yeah, it looks like an equalizer. You know, I mean, that's really cool. All right, maybe I'm just showing my age a little bit. Cool 90s equalizers, right? We used to have the really cool bars that used to come across, and we used to play with the light and all the cool levers to get all the cool. Anyway, whatever. Listen, all these equalizers. They just aren't that as cool as the old days. Whatever. Anyway, we're making triangles. Look at that. How are we doing with the triangles? Okay, well, we're making some. That's cool. How are we doing for power on that? Wow. It's pretty close to the tips, isn't it? That's fine. We should be okay with that. But yeah, most of this is going to get, once again, most of this is getting exported off-world. Yep, hitting the bricks, buddy. you're going to get shipped off-world. You're going to probably fly over to planet... maybe this will be going to planet 3. Maybe it's time to start building on planet 3. Because these triangles are being used. Where is the name of that thing? The triangles are all being used in photon combiners, right? Magically, photon combiners' other element is green chips. Is that a clue for next time's episode? Maybe. So it turns out you need prisms and circuit boards to make photon combiners. And of course, what are we doing with those? Well, I would hope that we're going to use those to make, I don't know, these things that float around the suns and, then they get sucked into these little ports, solar something, sail away, something like that. Solar sails, yeah, that's it, solar sails, and we're going to stick them in there. So one half of solar sails of course, comes from these photon combiners. And so we definitely want to have that. So we have the green chips and we have the prisms. We can make the photon combiners, and that's half of the solar sails. Dun, 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 right on. Now, let's see. Do I dare start up a third one? How fast are you guys filling? Are you filling really fast? Actually, you are filling pretty fast. I'm feeling pretty confident. Sure. Yep. I'm going to let you demand that. And watch a few robots lose their minds. Yeah, that's the thing I'm doing. Boom. And that one too. And we'll just have the quick look. Yes, bring me the stuff. Bring me the things. I'm telling you. Old-fashioned EQs, man. It's awesome. It's awesome, dude. It's just awesome. Yeah, look at that. Can you deliver all the stone and the glass? Deliver it all now to me. Yes, I can. Now, one of these lanes is a little shorter than the rest. Thanks, Iron Main. Turns out I don't need 5 full lanes of this. 2 lanes, 4 lanes of this would be 240. And I actually only need about 260. So I actually only needed about 20 machines here. So I'm actually way over on these. Way over, right? Because this lane was running into this iron, I just clopped it. Cut 10 of them off, no big deal. Still have plenty. I actually have more than plenty. So it's not a big deal on that. Now, that is the 2 items for today. We got this planet, the other planet. It's time for the oil planets. Oh, yeah. Yes? Yeah, I'll come back. I'll start them off camera. I'll start them last 2 off camera. Everybody wants to see the oil planet because that's what we do. We play with oil. Now, I have overbuilt this. I have way overbuilt it. According to this chart, I hardly need any. And I don't understand that. Now, yes, we're not making organic crystal. True, we're not making any acid. And we're using fire ice to make all the graphene. So, okay, I'll go with that. But now, one day organic crystal will run out. Yes. Fire ice will always come from the ice giant, gas giant. Yes, we do need 2,000 a minute from the planets, and there's only about 11 million of that around. But organic crystal is actually more lower, and so one day I will probably have to, let's see, 2, 3 prime. That's Scorpio 5. Let's line this up a little bit. We'll tilt these until they're in the right position. There we go, and there's Scorpio 4. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, I have made way too much oil, or made too much oil processing for this. But one day, I will have to make something for organic crystal. And that's a thing. So, something that'll have to be dealt with one day. But not today, it turns out. Yep, not right now. Right now, we can just cruise along and get us some free organic crystal laying around on these places. I am good with that. Yep. Now, that being said, of course, still doesn't mean that we don't go all crazy with oil, because, come on, that's what I do. I go crazy with oil. This, of course, is our silicone, whatever it is. Yep. We must have some oil over here, though. You betcha. Yes. Now, I was going to do the deuterium casinos here, right? But I'm not going to now. Because of the gas giant and everything else, I'm actually going to do the deuterium on one of the other planets. I'm going to pull the hydrogen off of here, and we're going to take that. And yes, that sounds kind of silly that I would not process it into deuterium first and then pull it. But because I've got hydrogen coming from like 4 different sources, I want to try and consolidate that into a single source so as I can regulate who's doing what. So really, the hydrogen from these should get used first, because we need the graphite from these for other things. And maybe I'll draw this out here real quickly. So like, let's say this is my line from the hydrogen here, and then this is my line from the gas giants, right? And then this is my line from, I don't know, there's like, that would be from the graphene factories because of the fire ice, right? So we're gonna want these to get used, right? But we also need this fire ice to get used. The last thing I want them to pull hydrogen from is from this gas giant, right? So we're gonna want something like, I need this hydrogen coming in here first. Then I need this gas coming in next. But only if both of those are gone do I then want the gas giant providing last. So this is a kind of setup thing I need to put on a single planet, and this is why I will not do the hydrogen here. Wherever I'm going to do the deuterium, I will build that kind of setup. With that, come on, we gotta turn this thing on. Yeah. So, for the most part, it's my basic standard new build of the 2-4 setup on 2 sides. So it's actually a 4-8 setup. Few exceptions, of course. Here I had to cut back to a 1-2 setup because this was blocking, and because this was blocking one of the oil processes. Well, if you take one oil out, you have to take 2 crackers out, right? So there's 1 oil and 2 crackers, right? So that's what's going on that one. And then the other one was up here. Where is it? I know it's up here somewhere. There it is. All right, yeah. So in this case, I just took 2 of the crackers out. I probably could fit them back. No, see, there's the problem. I can't fit them back in. I might be able to fit this one back in, though. It's really hard to tell, right? But anyway, it's something I'll play with a little later. Right now, obviously, the problem we had here is that this was in the way, so I had to dent around it. And when I had to dent around it, I had to push this splitter back. And when I did that, of course, now these lines can't directly empty out into a splitter or anything, so I had to cut them out. But with that, let's fire this up, because this should be rocking. This should be really good. All right, I will demand all the oil, please. And you know what? I'm going to even let you now connect in. Boom. do that. Now, down here on the other end, I should check these because I don't think I did. Yeah, down here on the other end. Yup. You better set these up, Max, because that's a thing. This is going to be for the graphite zip, and for right now, I just want you to store that. There you go. And down here, you are going to be for the hydrogen, and I need you to store that. And do that for now. Yes, make your way down here. I'm assuming you're making it. Yes, all of you are making your way down here. I'm assuming this is losing its mind up here. Excellent. Right on. You should fill right up, full of the things. I'm hoping the oil is getting all the way down here. Looks okay so far. Yeah, it looks okay. Yes, so looks good. Yeah, it looks like it's going to make it all the way down here without any problems. And yeah, that's some oil processing right there. That looking good. Looks real good. We got lots of hydrogen and graphite coming down here. Oh yeah. Yep. Now the funny part is like I said, I need very little of this. Now, okay, again, I'm gonna give you the numbers from the charts, or from the website build chart, but it's not going to be accurate because of the gas giants and things, right? Now it's trying to take the gas giants into consideration, but I just don't know if it's doing that. So according to this, I don't even need. Where is the hydrogen? The hydrogen, I don't even think I need. Yeah, like. So it says I need 14,000 hydrogen. The thing is that 7,000 of that hydrogen comes from the fire ice. Yeah, and from chemical plants making graphene, right? Then another 6,000 of that, it thinks it's calculated coming from the gas giant. So that's 14,000 right there. 7,200 and 6,200. Okay, that's 13,400. Well, I only need another 1,000. Okay. Sure. And it turns out you can get 1,000 hydrogen from just 26 crackers. Okay. So literally, each of these rows holds 8 crackers. So that's 8, 16, 3 8s are 24. Right? And it says I need 26. Okay, well, let's say I'm real generous and I take 4 rows. Well, let's say this whole side is used. That means this entire other side is surplus. I shouldn't even need it. I know, that's crazy. And I could cut that side off, and that's kind of why I built it very lopsided like I did. Because if I find this side is just overabundant the entire system, I'll cut it off and I'll see how it goes. But the reason I'm not worried about that is that it's the graphite I need from this process. So I need 400 graphite a minute. I know that's a really low number. Like, I can't believe it's only 400 graphite a minute. I would have been pretty sure it would have been more, but hey, whatever. But in this case, it says I only need 400 graphite a minute, and all that graphite is going to be used in the supermagnetic rings, or the blue motors, right? If we have your red motors or your standard motors, and then you have your green turbo motors, and then you have your blue turbo motors, or the supermagnetic motors, right? Yeah, and that's where the graphite's going. Okay, cool. So, yeah, if that's the only place this graphite's going to be used for, we probably have more than enough. Way more than enough. But you know what? Why not? If not, you know what? I'll turn it into fuel. I'll turn it into canisters of fuel, I guess, and then, I don't know, use it as extra power for something like that. Why not? Because this looks cool. This looks freaking cool, man. I mean, come on, you know. You gotta have a cool oil refinery setup. You just do. I mean, this is what it's all about. I mean, it's just what makes it look so cool. And these should be filling up really fast. Yeah, like these are almost done. These are done. So this is actually pretty good. 9 and 7. Yep, I'm pretty happy with that. So with that, what are we doing on the next episode? Wow. Turns out chemical plants. Yeah, something with importing fire ice. I know, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. What are we doing? I think we're going to do something with fire ice because we need graphene. I might do the photon combiners on the next episode. But the one thing we do need is we need turbine motors. Yeah, we definitely do. So it might be... Well, I would think that I'm going to have to set up... I got to get set up for the graphene and the fire ice. And then it could be a combination of photon combiners with the motors, or I might go all motors, with turbine motors and the magnetic ring motors. Or maybe I just go with the turbines and the photon combiners. We'll see how it goes. But I'm pretty sure I will be definitely doing something with the chemical plants, because we definitely got to get that graphene up and running, and that's going to require me to pick a home for them and then get them running. So until then, I'm Max. This, of course, is oil. Yes, because it's beautiful. Just lovely. You just gotta love oil setups. They're just awesome. They are just awesome. They're just awesome to watch, Even though this one isn't nearly as big as my last one, it's just awesome to have. This, of course, is the Dyson Sphere Program, the 12 Colonies. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Take care.